All right, let's try that again. We messed up on the first live stream there. I forgot to change the thumbnail, so I wanted to go back and correct that for you guys. I didn't want to have the old thumbnail there. So welcome in, everyone. This should be the correct live stream. Well, let's see it. Make sure YouTube updates that. And all right, there we go. All right, showing we're live streaming. We got the old one there. Like I said, sorry about that. All right, that was streamed. This should be the new one. Hey, welcome in, Sandra. Welcome in, Barry. All right, I think we're good to go now. We got the correct one, so we'll give everyone a few minutes to hop in here. Barry says everything sounds good, so that's my first question I always ask. How's the audio and video quality? Looks like everything is good. Aaron's saying, let's tomorrow close at 8. Let's go. Dan, Hal, welcome in, everyone. Let's freaking go, guys. All right. So I want to thank everyone for joining in here. Oh, Banny here says, hope funds clear tomorrow on TOS for more MMTLP. Wow, Jordan says MMTLP selling at 3,000. That could be a little crazy. I mean, I think, was it HKD went up to like 1,500 or something like that, or 2,000. But hey, you never know. Moneybags 24. Yo, what's up, Terry? Buy the freaking dip. Yes, sir. Buy the dip. Let's go. All right, guys. So there's been a lot of action going on this week. So I figured, what is there else better to do to get on here and communicate with you guys? And because I've had so many people, I just want to say, first of all, before we get into some of the stuff and talking to people here, I want to welcome everyone in and say thank you to everyone that has messaged me. This week has been really exciting. I've had so many people email me, message me over Facebook, message me over Twitter, message me everywhere, tag me. My social media has been blowing up. So I first want to say I'm sorry if I have not replied to everyone that has messaged me, but it's just been a lot as of late. So I just figured that I do try to respond back. Some things I just don't have answers for some of the questions. So I try to answer as many back as I can. So I want to get in here and do a live stream and hopefully answer some of the questions in real time that people may have. So that's kind of the goal of this. We're going to go over some things here as well. And we're going to cover some information in this video as well, because I'm ready for this week and ready to see what this market brings us here. But yes, I do want to say thank you to everyone that has sent out such kind words. I've had so many people like I've had a few people email me and say that they've always watched my videos and they always give a thumbs up, but they're like too shy to like leave a comment, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not asking you to put yourself out there on social media. But I appreciate everyone that leaves a like. People saying, Terry, thank you so much for your daily videos. You never gave up. You never left us during the low points, even when, MetaMaterials here at its low point and back when it was 60-some cents. And from the drop, I've been here the whole entire time. I have not left you guys. And that's what I want you to remember, man. I've been here through the thick and thin of this, through all this stuff. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to be here for when we're going back the other way as well. Because if I'm here for the ride down, I'm definitely going to be here for the ride back up, because I truly believe in this. That's it. I truly believe in this company and everything around MMAT, MMTLP. I believe it. Now, time will tell if what I believe is correct, but just my theory is I believe in this company. That's why we got the In George We Trust back there. All right. So let's go here to some of the questions, and we'll get into a little bit of DD. Steeler Army. Sandra, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you so much, you guys. You don't even know how much those super chats help out a lot. Man, it is so, like, I have a couple cool things I want to do. Waiting for MMTLP to pay out, and then we'll be able to go from there. But yeah, like I said, thank you all for so much in super chats. Guys, you got them here through YouTube. You got the monetize symbol down there. You can do the group membership. I know I haven't been too active in there as of late. I am sorry for current members, but you supporting the channel by being a member, it helps out a lot. Once the market starts getting rocking and rolling and we get paid out, I will definitely be going over plays that I am buying and for private, in the group chat there. All right, so let's go here. So Steeler Army says, does being on the OTC threshold stop synthetics being created? Probably it should, but probably not, because we know market makers and hedge funds, they're going to illegally do whatever they want. We've learned that through all the short squeeze plays like GameStop, AMC, and other ones. Whatever they decide to do, they're always going to do it. Terry Monday, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, man. They are so thankful. Thank you for the I like that there, the sticker. I love it. All right, so let's go. One good thing for us is we're going private. So the shorts are kind of screwed in this situation because they cannot hold, they have to physically produce the share before going into a private company. That's why this play is so different between the GME and AMC, because we're also on the OTC and they do not stop and halt trading due to volatility spikes. So that is huge for MMTLP, and that's exciting. Thank you all so much for the kind words down below, man. You all are awesome. Graham says OG. Dame says let's go. Yes, I agree with Dame here. He says $4 is the new support. Hey, my buddy William Hazelton's in there. Juan, thank you so much. Okay, Dan Johnson, great question here. Can you explain how it can be a non-taxable event? Absolutely. So let's say you hold your MMTLP. You get your 1-for-1 share of NextBridge. So let's just say you have 1,000 shares of MMTLP. You hold them over, you get your 1,000 shares of NextBridge. So let's say 3 months down the road, they announce a sale of the oil, and this is just speculation here of what can happen. So let's say you have your 1,000 shares of NextBridge, and they come out with an announcement, a press release, say 3 months down the road, that let's say ConocoPhillips has purchased NextBridge in a private sale. And they'll announce, say, let's say ConocoPhillips is trading at like $100. And let's say every 2 shares is, let's say the shares are valued like $50 a piece. So let's just say 2 shares of your NextBridge will transfer over to 1 share of Conoco. I'm just throwing out numbers here right off the top of my head, guys. So what'll happen is, instead of you getting a cash payout where you get taxed on that, you will get stock in ConocoPhillips. So you'll get that stock, COP, and you will then have a decision. If you hold the stock, it's non-taxable event. If you sell the stock, you will pay capital gains on the stock. Now, you can hold the stock, collect the quarterly dividends, which I believe the quarterly dividends is taxed as long-term capital gains. You still pay taxes on the quarterly dividends, but I believe it's long-term capital gains. I believe Tony Market Moves talked about that as well. Brant Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. Can't wait to get paid. Yes, sir. We can all not wait to get paid. Wow, we got Craig John. I'm buying 10K of MMAT calls a year out tomorrow. Man, that is awesome. I know those calls are pretty reasonably priced from what I've seen. We got Pedro. Hey, Terry, let's effing go. Yes, sir. We got Nick here saying, I've been here with you since day 1 of your videos on MMAT, MMTLP. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, that is awesome, man. Thank you guys for the support. We got Black Bezos in the house. Welcome in, man. Put the chat there. All right, so we got Meta67 saying Questrade told me I have to transfer my MMTLP shares out of my TFSA to an unregistered account. Hey, Cable, welcome in, man. We got Cable in the house. Did a excellent write-up on Reddit and on StockTwits. I believe I saw where Cable said they took it down on Reddit for some reason. I don't know, man, but he put the great read-up here on StockTwits. I know if it's like a retirement account, you cannot hold the MMTLP in. That's my understanding of it, is that you cannot hold MMTLP because it's an OTC stock in a like retirement style account. So that'll be up to the brokerage to tell you what you can and cannot do. So I have just my MMTLP and Fidelity just in a regular trading account. I haven't had no issues with just holding it there. I've had issues with buying it, but trying to do the phone call. And he's saying tax-free savings is not allowed. Okay, yeah. Robert says, Terry, appreciate your videos and thank you for your faith in MMAT. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Meta is saying that's in Canada. Yes. We got Jediah here, Pearson saying, a true friend picks you up when you fall. Thank you, my torch fan, picking me up. Now torch them. Yes, sir. That was the whole point, man. When this stock was crashing, and we're still down very low from where we need to be, guys. Let's face it. We're trading like 90-some cents here on, 91 cents. We are not where we want to be. We want to get MetaMaterials back up to like $4 and $5 where, you know, that's where it should be trading at. But we want to get that trading back up in those levels, and we will get there when the market turns, when we get that market rally, which could be coming up here as earnings. So let's go ahead. All right, so let's go ahead and go over some of the stuff. Then we'll get back into some of the questions, and I'll go back into the chat and catch you all up to date. So MMTLP ended the day at exactly $4. I found that kind of interesting. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Currently, as we look, let me refresh this. The futures are currently green, which is true. S&P is up 17.5 points. The Dow futures up 142 points. And NASDAQ futures up 50 points. And the Russell is up 11 points. So that is good. And I do want to point out here, a new rag says, in George Reach Trust, the guy is working his A off. Yes, he is. Yes, George is working him up, man. George was out in Japan. George was over in Tokyo, and we'll get to some of that in the Twitter info. All right, so let's see here. Let's take a look at the Fintel. I think I did go over this Friday. So for MMAT, guys, not MMTLP, but MMAT, the total shares outstanding is 361 million. And let's go over here to the short interest, which I don't think the short interest on MMAT is really going to matter, but this is interesting to see. The days to cover is 0.92, so it's not even a day to cover MMAT. I found that very interesting. I'm wondering if that's correct. So we'll have to see if that changes. So short shares that is available to this leading prime brokerage is 50,000. And short borrow fee here is 8.23%. Oh, okay. So he's saying if you're in Canada, you transfer your MMTLP shares in a margin account to avoid paying tax at the moment. Okay. Thank you for that update, man. If you're in Canada and you have it in one of those accounts, definitely get a hold of Meta67. He'll keep you up to date. That's very good to know for people. Current oil prices, which will relate to MMTLP here. WTI crude at $86.44. Brent crude at $92.58. Natural gas at $6.29. Trying to push up there to 630. All right. So I wanted to get in here and give a shout out to a couple of, there's two Facebook groups that I am. This is the one of the original. Now we know the OG original MetaMaterials page got hacked by shills or whoever it was. Hedge funds got in there and they created a fake account, took over the original. So this is the new one here. My buddy William Hazleton, which is in the chat, he's one of the moderators on here. I talk to him pretty frequently on the Facebook. I appreciate all the DD he sends me, man. Guys, you don't even know. I appreciate you guys, like when you'll send me like a private message either over Facebook or over Twitter of DD, because it saves so much time that you guys are just so out there. And when you got like, say, if it's just my eyes and the 4 or 5 other YouTubers like me, Smokey, Pidge, Allie, and Market Moves, if that's only 5 eyes, but when we got the whole Meta fam getting DD and getting it to us so we can get the word out to everyone, that works so much better. Because think about it, guys. Is it better to have 5 YouTubers' eyes on it or like 5,000 Meta fam eyes on it plus us? That's what it's all about, man. We're working on this together to get out the information. And you want to get some great DD, possible speculation, possible excellent info. Go check out this MetaMaterials group here on Facebook. There's 2.6 thousand members on here. I am in here as well. This is the MetaMaterials Inc. MMAT Investors Group. They talk about, we're going to go over some of the DD in here. They'll share the YouTubers' videos. You can see there William shared Smokey's video from earlier. And they'll show a Twitter post on here. Some people don't use Twitters. They don't use Twitter. So this is a great way where you'll see people take a screenshot of a great DD on Twitter and put it here in the Facebook group. All right, now there is another one here as well. This Facebook group is called Weta for Meta. It's pretty funny, actually. This is a newer Facebook group, and one of the guys that run it, I keep in touch with him, and his name is David Manny. There's 290 people in this, and hey, more ways to spread out the information is good in my eyes. So people join the group, they may see this one and click on it because it has the women on there. Weta for Meta has a good ring to it. So hey, if it gets more people to understand what metamaterials is, MMTLP is, I'm all for it. So go check out this page as well. They got great DD in here as well, and a lot of great information. I keep in touch with David for this one. I keep in touch with William on this one. So like I said, two great guys that run the two different Facebook groups, and great way to get some information if you're not on all the social media. You know, if you ain't got time to check it all, you go to these pages, they'll keep you up to date what's going on. All right. Now, I think there was one I really wanted to go over. I think my buddy William here, and this might have been in both groups. I'm not sure. We do got some Tesla speculation. I have did multiple Tesla speculation videos. All right, yeah. So my buddy William here is, my buddy William posted this, and I believe it's in the other Facebook group as well. So I do want to give credit to both Facebook's group for this. Just for this live stream, I'm going to use this post here. So like I said, I believe this is in both of them because it's pretty big news. And this is going to be me giving my opinion of this situation. And this is just speculation. Like I said, this is just me giving my opinion on what I think about this situation. All right. So if you don't know who this guy is here, Houston Wade. Actually, we can pull up his YouTube. And YouTube. Let's pull him up, actually. Houston Wade. And I believe, yeah, it was this one here. So here's Houston Wade's YouTube channel. Has 18,000 subscribers, guys. And he did this video 3 days ago. Mute that there as the ad goes through because I want to pull it up. Adam, thank you so much for the kind words, man. Richard K, I hope we get 200 a share, man. That would be freaking amazing. All right, we got the long ad here going, so we're going to let this play through. I just want to get Houston up here, so I want to give him a shout out for talking about this here. All right. Let me get there we go. Okay. I'm going to get my fan on real quick here in the room, so hang on a second. See where I got that. All right. There we go. This room actually gets a little warm with all of like the lights, man. I got the studio lights, I got the ring light, I got the main light. I had the fan on, man. It's a little warm in here. Okay. So Houston Wade, which we covered this in other videos, but Houston Wade came out on the 13th. And down here, we're going to watch this actually and listen to what he has to say.
We're live. There we go. All right, monkey butt. You ready, buddy? You look ready. You got your blanket on. It's a little bit of a crisp evening. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Houston with a Problem. The show where I'm no longer allowed to talk about things. Yeah, my brother called apparently the PR folk at Metamaterials like, tell your brother to stop talking about MMTLP. So, there we go. So, sorry. I'm sure you guys have tons of questions and want to celebrate and talk about all sorts of MMTLP things because it's rocketing, and I can't say a word. So, we'll talk about everything else except for that. We can talk about CPI comes out tomorrow.
All right, so there you can go and hear that. And down here he has his very first line. So my brother called to beg me not to talk about MMTLP now. Bummer. All right, so I want to go over here on Twitter and pull up Gardner Wade. There we go. So the gentleman we just watched the YouTube video on, his brother here is Gardner Wade. That's right. He works for MetaMaterials. And can you post the link of the video you just showed? Yes, I can. I can put that here in the chat. the Houston Wade link. Let me get that in here. Share, copy link. Let me find, there we go, my live. Let me find, there we go, my live. Let me find, there we go, my live. Okay, so there you go. If you want to go check out Houston's where he said that for yourself, like I said, that is directly on his page. And I got that pinned here in the chat for you guys. So Gardner Wade is brothers with the gentleman Houston Wade we just watched. Now, this, like I said, this is going to be speculation here. But here Gardner Wade has some tweets out, you know, of the Phoenix here in the fire. And Gardner Wade has been posting very bullish stuff here as of late, leading up to it. So for him to get a call on not talk about it anymore is very interesting. So here you can see, now I need to pull up, it might be on my Twitter actually, the actual part of Houston. So what did Houston say that had maybe Gardner Wade a little worried? So we're going to pull up that clip. Here it is. Now we did cover this.
MTLP should.
All right. So we did cover this in a previous video, but I want to put this out here for the stream because this is giving you the whole story. So this is what happened first. Houston Wade describing a possible scenario for MMTLP, not financial advice, but I'm planning to put most profits back into MMAT, have a plan and be ready. So thank you, John, for sharing this here. Now, this was back on a previous video of Houston Wade. So let's watch this video. I'm going to turn the volume up. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let Houston here talk, and then we'll come back to this. Sure, I get this out of the way. All right. Now, keep in mind, the video we are watching is of Gardner Wade's brother, Houston Wade, which Gardner Wade works for MetaMaterials.
I'm late. MMTLP never should have been traded. So there's issues. But with it poppin', would it be better to hold for divvy or cheese the squeeze? I think the divvy will be between 30 and 60 bucks. If the price goes above $60, I may hold up until those last few moments and just see how high it goes. And if it happens to go bonkers, I will sell. Because if the price is at $85, $100, $600, $1,000, that's more than I'll ever get off the divvy. And anything I've got to pay in taxes on it is going to be nothing compared to what I'd make in the end. So I'll hold. If the price for some reason never goes above like 60 bucks, then I'll just hold and get my 60 bucks from when the dividend happens. So that's, there you go. My guess is because you cannot have any naked shares when it goes private. You cannot have a single shorted share. You can't have any synthetics when it goes private. That the brokers may be forced to liquidate short hedge funds and family funds and everything else and go out to the market in those last couple of days and just buy whatever's available at the expense of those hedge funds. I'd be interested to see Kerrisdale just how much they're tied into this thing and if it blows them up, because those guys are just a bunch of assholes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens specifically when we get to those last moments. And it'll be in those 15 days when the S1 gets approved, the announcement of going private happens. They got 15 days to clean all that up. So it'll be a real tight, constrained, 2 weeks of we got to close this now and whatever we can do, because we cannot have synthetics when they go private.
All right, guys. So there you heard it. So this was, I guess, Houston Wade going over his version of what could happen in this possible short squeeze. And I guess his brother Gardner Wade and MetaMaterials, I guess, just sharing out here on Twitter, and they're like, you got to stop talking about this, because I guess there could be speculation that there's any insider trading and conversations between him and his brother. And I think they don't want him to get in trouble. I think that's what it is. So if you wanted to watch this video, you can follow me on Twitter at TerryZ247. It was back here on October the 12th. So just a little bit ago. So like I said, to me, that's what it is. I think it's just his brother wanting to look out and not have his own, it's Gardner looking out for his brother Houston and not wanting him to get in trouble. I think that's what it is. So, Jeff Rowe, thank you so much for the super chat. You sent that when we were watching that video, so thank you so much. It does say your message was retracted, so I'm not sure what your question was, but yeah, put it through again. Hopefully we'll be able to get to you. Hey, is that Uncle Smokey in there? Welcome in, man. Uncle Smokey in there. Yeah, so guys, when the S1A or S1A2 now, 3, whatever we're at, gets approved, there's going to be a new distribution date. So it's going to be usually anywhere from between 10 to 15 days. And we've heard John Berta mention before, as we get closer to that distribution date, the rats are going to scurry because the brokerages are going to be forced to buy up the shares. And that's what I'm excited about. I have clips here saved on my computer. And I might be able to find some of these clips. So give me a second here, guys. I have so many like little clips saved that I'm going to pull some up here.
Went from negative
that's
to
the
being,
old one.
Let's say.
So that's the one I don't want to watch. What's this clip here I got? Okay.
Thank you, Rob, and good morning to everyone joining us on the call today.
I think this was the first one here. Thank you all so much, man. Yeah, we got Smokey in here lighting up the chat, man. Thank you so much, guys. Let's listen to this here.
I would like to provide an update for holders on this next slide on the Series A preferred shares. The disposition of the oil and gas assets is now planned as a share exchange. Next, Bridge Hydrocarbons will become a separate private company with a new management team owned by the Series A preferred stockholders. The registration statement, the Form S1, which was filed on July 15th, must become effective to complete the exchange. Timing for this depends on the SEC review and comment process. Typical timing for a first response is 45 days, but after the process becomes subject to further review and comments, if any. Costs for the oil and gas operations will be carried by NextBridge, as to approximately $20 million of debt to Meta. This includes $15 million loaned last year and up to $5 million in 2022. NextBridge, the new management for NextBridge is exploring financing options, and we are supporting their efforts. However, there cannot be any assurances that financing will be obtained and repayment of the debt to Meta may not occur. Please refer to the risk factors under our SEC filings and in the S1.
Okay, so that clip there was the initial one at, I believe, the earnings. I got so many little individual clips here that I want to make sure I get you all the right one. This here is one from another one.
And basically enabling the assets to be...
Oh, no, that was... Never mind. All right, here, guys. I'm trying to get you all... That was from the earnings call. This was a Berta and McCabe one. This was the Ken one. I think this was a Ken one talking about it. George has the 5-second one. That's the base camp. Maybe I don't have it. I know I have. I think this here is an old.
Going forward, we ended the year, as I said, with $50 million in cash, and we have $110 million capacity left on our ATM facility. You'll see on the balance sheet that there are two lines that kind of jump off the page, and they're both $75.5 million. When we did the transaction with Torch, we wanted the transaction to be 75-25 in our favor. Well, the relative market caps of the two companies said that it probably should be 50-50. And so when the deal was negotiated, we negotiated for the 75-25 split with one caveat. And the caveat is that the oil and gas assets that were still on the books of Torchlight last year, or 2020 actually, would remain with their shareholders. And so whatever net proceeds came from selling those assets or spinning them out, they would go to the legacy shareholders of Torchlight. So the 75.5 million that you see in assets held for sale are those assets. With that, I will stop, and I think I have 1 minute extra.
And there are two questions. One, do you have a dividend coming?
There is a dividend owed to the Series A preferred stockholders that I mentioned, and that will be distributed later this year.
Okay, and that is all the time we have. Ken, thank you so much for your time and for your presentation. We appreciate you being here.
Okay, take care. Thanks again.
Bye.
All right, so there you can see, guys. That was an old clip that Sterling Stocks had up, and I got that clip, man, because these are the clips we need of why I'm still so bullish on MMTLP. Like I said, I could be right or wrong in this situation, but Ken there said it'd be distributed later this year, which we know it's going to be distributed into a next bridge. Now, these are some little older clips, guys. These are a little older, but these are some of the ones that is leading me up to be very bullish on, why I am so freaking bullish on this situation. Oh, that was the first talk. That was the whole Ken. This was an old Berta interview. That was that. That was John Berta confirming. That was only that. Yeah, I can't believe I don't have the other clips I was looking for. I don't believe I have them. No, I don't believe I do. Darn it, I thought I did. Guess I'll have to get those added on here. Okay. Yeah, now keep in mind when that was Ken Rice, part of Meta Materials, that was a older clip though, and we got a lot of updates since then. So, all right, yes, Meta Millionaires in the house. All right, so let's go back here through some of the stuff. Here we got Mike Investing, guys. Mike Investing, I've seen, has been very bullish on MMAT and MMTLP here as of late. So I want to give a shout out to Mike Investing. I believe we go here to his Twitter. Why am I not following him? But anyway, 61,000 followers, guys, and he's sharing the good word of MetaMaterials and MMTLP. Look at this here. He just posted this 34 minutes ago, and look at his top 15 stocks he's watching for this week. And number 1 and 2, MMAT1, MMTLP2. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about, man. So we got that. Just throwing out there, bought some shares. All right, yeah. So then we got George over here and Sony in Japan earlier, which is great. We got Paul. I think I covered this stuff on Friday. Yeah. So. Wow, Smokey, that would be awesome. You're hoping to go to Halifax next month. Wow. That would be awesome, man. That would be amazing. Yeah, I tried to grab those clips from like the Sterling interview with George and Ken. And when Sterling reached to record the Meta presentations, now Smokey covers that. I'm so glad that like Smokey's able to do that because I'm unable to. I'm at work and I can't like just leave my job and come home. So I'm very grateful that Smokey is able to get those to record and get them on YouTube so we can get those clips and have those for future reference, guys. That is, like I said, very thankful for what Smokey does of getting those clips, man. It's so helpful to be able to share that out with people and get that on there. So, all right, let's go back to Twitter. What was I putting likes on today? I know we had a lot of stuff going on here. All right, yeah, so this here was, I don't know. We're going to call this speculation because I can't confirm whether this is true or not. But this person here, Mr. Petty, I'm going to say, and he did this post and I found it interesting and I just wanted to share it. He said the Schwab short lender I spoke to on Anonymity brought up the overstock preferred share squeeze himself from memory and said, given our circumstances, a squeeze is likely as shorts will be forced to cover with buy-in of shares available before the spinoff. Here he has the phone number, and I'm assuming that's to go to Schwab, and 25 minutes and 33 seconds. And here you can see his name is Michael. You can call and ask for him. He said they may or may not get him. He's very intelligent. Only 5 people working in the short lending program. So that there is pretty exciting. Like I said, that's pretty cool. If that person is really that knowledgeable and willing to talk to a just regular retail investor and be able to talk about that, man, that is amazing. So I'm hoping this is true. I hope he ain't just pulling our leg on this, but like I said, yeah, great stuff. All right. Smokey, man, thank you so much for the kind words, brother. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I know my buddy Hal, man. He's going to be setting pretty good once this whole thing plays out. I wish I had as much as Hal. Trust me, Hal's not bragging, guys. Hal's is a down-earth guy. He's excited just like I am. He just happens to have a boatload of shares. And that's what we need, man. Because think what Hal's going to do. Guys, Hal has over 40,000 MMTLP. Let's say Hal gets over $1 million, $2 million. What do you think he's going to do with that? Let it set in the bank and just deflation and loses money due to inflation? What do you think is going to happen? He's going to take some of that money and put it back into MMAT and make that price go up. So keep that in mind. If MMTLP wins, we all win. We all win. All right. All right, so let's go here. Going back. That was Paul's thing, Allie's video. Yeah, so I think I did cover everything that I wanted to. Let me just check here. Oh yeah, I wanted to go up here over this Tesla speculation because I think it was right here. There's a Reddit post on this that was shared, and it's the MMAT coincidence. Now, I can tell you that I have did a handful of videos. Oh, we got someone there. All right, so I put him on timeout there, guys. All right. So anyway, there's been I did a lot of videos on a lot of the stuff with MMAT and Tesla. I believe there is some kind of connection there. It is all speculation right now at this point, but we love the speculation. Now, get on here. You can get on the Facebook group, on the MetaMaterials investment group, and I believe you can get it on this one as well. I believe they both kind of talk about it here. Where is it at? Yeah, I'm sure it's probably on one of it, but and over here we got someone shared this from David shared this here on the other one from MMTLP. We were on the OTC threshold list. All right. And I believe I did see someone post about the threshold list, I want to say. I want to see if I can find it here for you guys. Keep dropping. Yeah, I mean, that is funny because anytime I see anyone, like, as you guys know, man, when I was covering MMTLP and bullish on it, the more people was bearish on it, the more I wanted to buy just out of spite. Because, like, all right. Yeah. All right. So William said he has it. Oh, here we go. Boom. Yes, here it is. My buddy William has the update on this threshold. So here it is. Here's the screenshot. And William has it. Yes, thank you. A threshold is a list of securities whose transactions failed to settle for 5 consecutive settlement days. Threshold lists are published by various exchanges by SEC regulations. Settlement failures may be indicative of improper, naked short selling. Administration errors may also cause settlement failures. Guys, first of all, what do you think happened when the price went from like $7.50 down to $4. There was some improper naked short selling going on. You best believe it, man. I'm telling you. They was not out there legally and having these shared. They are short selling this naked synthetic out the freaking wazoo. And it's going to catch up to them because they want to like scare you. You know, you see this up to $7.50 and people buying into it, and then it drops down and they sell it, because the only people going to sell it at these prices is people that does not understand what it truly is. You're going to get newer investors, the day traders, to sell out of it. They're going to buy it, put a stop loss on it, and that's what they want to hit, is your stop loss. I can tell you right now, people like me, people like Hal, people like William, people like Smokey, there is no stop loss on MMAT or MMTLP. There's no such thing as a stop loss. It is not getting a stop loss put on it. I told you guys this for a long time. Yes, like Hal says, TikTok mother effers. Yes. And pretty much as I'm going to put that here. And my buddy Cable, exactly. No stop loss. Replace the pin. Yeah, and then when you put a stop loss on, they have the ability to see a stop loss. So that's why they, do that. That's why they want to trigger those stop losses. And they're going to do that by naked short selling, synthetic. They're going to do whatever they have to do to put it on. So, like I said, I told you guys from day one, if they drop this down to a penny, I'm going to sell all my other stocks I have and just load up on MMTLP. That's my plan. So, I think the shorts, just like I said before, when it was trading like $1.50, I said, you're not doing a good job of getting the price down low enough, because I like to buy it at a penny. I would really love to buy this at 1 penny, 2 pennies, 5 cents, 10 cents. I would really love to buy it at those prices. So, that's just my plan. So until then, I'll keep scooping up little by little as I can, because like I said, guys, I have been buying this for over the past year, buying little bits as I can, and that's the plan, man. Just buying it as we can. All right, yeah, there's so much great DD on here that it's just pretty amazing. But all right, so I wanted to take some time and just kind of talk to you guys and go over some questions that you guys had, because that was the whole point of the live stream, is just go over some questions and go over some of y'all's comments and thoughts. All right. So we got Vajimi here saying, I've been here since January 2021, did not sell TRCH MMAT run up at the peak, 11 US and 21 Canadian. I will not sell below 200. Barry says his MMTLP is at $1.35. I think I'm pretty close to where Barry's at, actually, somewhere around that $1.35 range. Because like I said, I was buying all through the swings of MMTLP, and it mainly traded between $1 and $2, but I was buying initially. We got Honest here saying I'm holding bags. Will this go up? I believe it will go up eventually. That's why we're still here. All right. Keep going. And I like how we got the pinned comment up there of Hal. TikTok. Smokey says his average is 0. Let's go. All right. Okay. Yeah, man, I'll tell you, I'm just excited for tomorrow and what the market's going to bring. I am so ready. Let's keep an eye on the futures and see what they're looking like. All right, so the futures right now, S&P is at 1450, 14 points. The Dow futures positive 114 points. The NASDAQ is at 42 points, and the Russell is up 9 points. So we'll see where the market goes tomorrow. There is some earnings. I believe banks and all are reporting some earnings tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. And, yeah, see what the market does. I'm ready, man. They drop the price down more. I'm ready to buy. I can tell you that right now. Yes. Great point here from William. The OTC has no halts for stop loss, and the stop losses are in our favor. Yes, so there's no halts on volatility. So if this thing goes from $4 up to $20, they will not stop it because of the increased short squeeze, whatever the heck's happening. Like when GME went up to $3.50 and they put this, the halt to trading, they took away the buy button. You couldn't buy it no more. You can only sell it. That will not happen in the OTC for MMTLP. So if this shoots up from $4 to $50 and then goes from $50 to $300, they're not going to take away the buy button on that trading. So there we go. And I think there was something else I wanted to say. I forget what I'm just so excited. I'm so excited because we've been covering this for a long time. I'm ready for it to happen. And I'm just excited to see what this is all going to play out to be. Oh, Winston says YouTube didn't let you know when I went live. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to stay on here for about an hour roughly. So far we've been on here about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna stay here about another 10 or 15 minutes. Hal says it's his IRA. He rolled from a former company. It feels great about it. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Anna says, Terry, I'm new here, new and scared. Nothing to be scared about, man. The only time, like I said, in the stock market, you never lose until you sell. That's basic. That's basically how it works. In the stock market, you never lose until you sell. So no matter how much stock goes down, which it don't matter almost any stock you bought nowadays, you're down in that position. It don't matter which stock you bought. I believe Tesla's down like 30 or 50% right now. You got like Nvidia down like 60, 70%. All the big companies, all the big tech is down. Netflix is down 70, 80% right now. Meta, Facebook is down like 60% or something like that. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what stock you're buying, you're down. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's another thing. If you're scared, you may not want to be in the stock market because you shouldn't be scared of these things. You should look at them as buying opportunities. And that's buying the dip, which is what we got right there. Buying the dip, because that's what it's all about. If you were liking buying like MMAT at like $4, you should love buying MMAT at like 91 cents. That's how it is. If you believe in the company and you believe in what they're going to do in the next 5-10 years, and you bought it at $4, you bought it at $3, you bought it at $2, then you love buying it here at 91 cents. And that don't mean you have to go out and load the boat, because it always could go down. Even if you buy 50 shares, 100 shares, anything to add to your position, you just keep averaging down, you know. That's the way it is. You just keep averaging in whatever you got. If it's $50, there's $50 in it, you know. Not everyone out here is like loaded rich. You just buy what you can. All right. Hey Terry, can you explain how this affects those preferred shares? What part of that about the preferred share? Explain what about the preferred share? So we got Barry Electronics. Can a bear market kill a squeeze? I don't believe so. Now, I could be wrong on this, just to give my opinion, because we had, what was it? HKD went from... Now, I know these charts aren't totally up to date. I think it's HKD stock. And I believe we do the 1 year. Yeah, I mean, bear market here ended up to $1,679 a share. So that's what's going to happen, man. As people see that, they hype in the momentum, boom. And that's what happens. $1,679 a share. This thing was back here trading like $20, $24. And then just in a few days to a week, boom, it just squeezed up the whole way, man. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. And it's kind of funny, but in a weird way, I think, like we got here, and I think it's kind of funny. In a bear market, when a squeeze happens, it stands out more because you're looking at the whole market is like red, and you see there's one stock up, like when MMTLP was up 30%. Then it was up 20%, and then back up 50%, and then back up 20%. You're looking at a stock, then it was up like 100, 200% in a couple of days, and everything else is down, down, down. So you got people wanting to trade into, MMTLP. So that's what's going to happen. Now, I don't know if this could happen like, HKD did. I believe they have a lower share count, so I believe that is what kind of caused that. Yeah, but when you got a stock that is up 50%, 100%, 200%, It's definitely going to draw eyes. You're going to get new people talking about it. They're going to be excited to understand what it is. They're going to understand that if you buy MMTLP, that this has a short squeeze potential. But even if it doesn't short squeeze, if you believe in the OG here of the Torchlight oil and gas assets, which has 3.2 billion barrels of oil, has natural gas, has 134,000 acres, I believe, and you believe in what that oil and gas asset is worth, then you know what your dividend should be worth. Now, we got the predictions out there from Roller Pigeons saying anywhere from, I believe it's like 29 to 46, but with the natural gas could be like 32 to 50 some, believe so, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Smokey here's pretty much confirmed what I said. If you're looking for swing trades, MMTLP TradeStation allows easy trading, just buy and sell, and that's true. I was preaching that for a while about TradeStation. You just create your account, get it up and running, and boom, you can buy and sell MMTLP no problem on TradeStation. And I've been just buying on there, so that's what I've been doing. Just buying it. All right. Burn saying my goal is 40K to 100K a year in dividend returns. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty awesome, man. We are hoping that this MMTLP definitely pays out what we're expecting. I mean, if you go back to my channel, I mean, you can see here every freaking video is MMTLP. You go back, you know, probably 2 years or better. Now, there is times I do videos on other stocks. You know, I'll do a video here and there on different stocks that I like. But the main focus is MMTLP. And yeah, I mean, you just go back here and look. It's just video after video. And that's me doing daily videos to keep people positive and up to date of why I'm so bullish on this company. That was the whole purpose of these videos. And I've had so many people reach out to me and say thank you for these videos. And yeah, I mean, you see, just going back, boom, just MMTLP, boom, boom, boom. You know, just that's all we do, man. Just going back, just as you can see, just covering. You know, there's a lot of new YouTubers coming out talking about this now because we're in the spotlight with the momentum. You know, as you can see here, just you can see all these videos, just constantly talking about it, doing it. Even on vacation, I did videos on it, man. Just crazy stuff, man. Going back here over a year, videos on. Here was the first day of MMTLP. I did that video while at work, and you can see still going back. I probably got videos even 2 years back. Yeah, here was one of the Meta and Tesla speculation videos I did. Let's see, here we go. Keep going back. I want to go back and find, yeah, there was when I was covering the GNOG. If y'all go back to GNOG, Golden Nugget Online Gaming, I was covering Genius Brands, covering a couple hype stocks. And I believe this here was my very first video on MMAT. Now, this is kind of funny. It's going back here in time.
What source is actually the path to our renewable future? One that is cleaner and more abundant for today and tomorrow. It's time to invest in the energy of now. American liquefied natural gas from...
Here we go. This was my first video. I wonder if it gives me the date on it. Sometimes they take the date away. I hate that YouTube takes the date away. Very interesting. But I believe I don't even have my face. Oh, yeah, we did, man. Okay. Wow. This is going back. This is definitely going back. I know I should get the YouTube premium. Hal, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Appreciate you so much, brother. I know you guys are like, you need to get YouTube premium. I probably should get YouTube premium. But I usually don't, yeah, let's look at some of the oldest comments, man. So this is my very first video of, well, back then it was Torchlight. It wasn't even, you know, MAT yet. It was Torchlight. So here you can see the title. Whoa, we got the sex stuff hiding in here. We got to hide the user on this channel. There we go. They come in here, man, with the hot adult dating. We got to get this. Yeah, that's true. Smokey makes a good point. I think it's BS that monetized YouTubers aren't given premium. We shouldn't have to. You know, that's a good point, Smokey, and I totally agree. Here you go, man. Back in the day here, my very first video. Let's check this out. Let's look at some of the old comments of what people said. I wish it gave me dates. Let's go. Had 31 comments. And let's see if anyone in here commented on that old video from back then. I believe I remember Stock Rich, actually. See if any of these names sound familiar. That's my buddy Brian there. But there we go. Yeah, I did look up the wrong stock in that video. I do remember that. Like I said, it was my first time covering it. But yeah, pretty funny stuff. We got this comment here. Let's check this out. I didn't have much dry powder buying power, but I used what I had left. 25 shares at 515. I feel kind of bad towards the highs, but I think this may hit 15 very soon, possibly 30. So in the grand scheme, it's not bad entry. Wish I was able to jump in sooner, but had no idea about this company until literally today. And that's crazy because it looks solid. Why haven't I heard of this company? And I look for companies like this all the time, but never came across this one. That is true. I agree with that. Everyone here corrected me. I did put in the wrong stock in that video. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it of those. Man, let's just listen to this a little bit. Your host Terry, and welcome to the channel. Buy the dip. That's right, guys. But in today's video, we're going to talk about a stock that I covered a while back, and this was like $1 something, I believe, under $2 penny stock. And now this thing is kind of going off to the moon. Is it a short squeeze? Is it possibly about this special dividend? We're going to cover a little bit of all that today and just go over a couple of the quick articles that's out there and take a look at some other things. So guys, hope you are ready for today's video. If you are, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, check out the Patreon and the links down below. So guys, let's get to the video, baby. Oh man, that's classic stuff there. What do we got here? Up about over 44% today, up $1. Yeah, that is true, man. The echo back then. My room, this is like my third bedroom, and I just converted this into having a desk, having the TV and all up, and yeah, it did echo really bad. That's why I had to get the soundproofing on the wall behind me. I got soundproofing on the wall in front of me, and I got stuff in the room now. I do have an area rug in here. I got, you know, stuff in the room, so it doesn't echo. So there we go. I think that was one of the first ones that I did. Let's see what else we got here. Looking back at these old videos, man, crack me up. Now, I did talk in that video. I must have touched base on, yeah, I moved up in the world. Yeah, I did, actually. As you can see back here, I used to talk about GNOG all the time, man. That's what I used to cover. I'm just trying to read some of these titles and see if I have any of that older stuff where I first might have briefed upon it, because it would be funny. Man, this stuff is so funny, some of this old stuff. Yes, I did have more hair back then. I'm a lot older now, man. That's for sure. Definitely a lot older now. And I just recently got a fresh buzz haircut, so yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to go back up. This kind of... All right, so here was some of the Torchlight stuff. We did these. What was the price in this video? Directly on... Oh, there we were on the website. The old intro. All right, Smokey, thank you for joining, buddy. Take care. Hey, here we are on the actual Torchlight book. There's the article on it. Torchlight declares the special dividend. Okay, so there it was. Torch was trading at $5.99. There we go. So on that date, I wish it would have had the date here. I hate that YouTube took away the date. That is so annoying. Sorry. I'm going to each video here now. I wanted to see this video. What was the video? What was the price in this one? Kind of looking at the price action of these videos, man. Torchlight Army, let's go. Winter dinner for 3, Terry, Bird Lady, and Smokey. Yeah, sounds good. Oh man, hit me with another ad. Well, at least it's, you know, it's helping support the channel. Let's go here to Ehor there. Wow, Ehor covering some of the short information back there. Sometimes you just never know what the price is going to be. There it was $5.99. All right, so there's that. Let's go back up here, see if I can find the actual, like, that was me covering the article. Okay, so this might have been when a Torchlight had a crash. Let's check this out. The video had 5,000 views back then. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we were actually metamaterials at this point. Yeah, so we were having metamaterials at this point, guys, in this video. There's the TRCH going over an old video. Man, going down memory lane, jeez. See who we got on this video, comment. See if we got anyone back. My buddy Rick Morgan there, longtime viewer. Got more comments here. All right. All right, guys. So, yeah, there it was. A little trip down memory lane. That was just kind of funny looking at that. I just wanted to go and check that out. But, yeah. I'll look up here real quick. And I think that's pretty much all I got for you in today's video. Just wanted to get on here and go over some of that stuff, tell you about the Facebook groups, excited about tomorrow and everything's going to happen. Thank you to everyone that's left the super chat. You guys are amazing. Helps out the channel a lot. And I'm excited for this week, and I'm ready. If the stock goes up, I'm ready to enjoy the run. If stock goes down, I'm ready to buy some more. So that is my plan. Thank you all again for all your support. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. When the video uploads, go back and leave a comment on the actual video as well. And I will catch you all in the next video, guys, which will be tomorrow. So